Welcome, friends, to another Spellbound Caves, episode 4. Break out the door. We're back, and I want to see why there's lapis and why there's glowstone. So I'm checking this out, as I mentioned, and I would in episode 3. This is commentary for those of you that are just tuning in, due to the fact that I screwed up my first, or episode 2, 3, and 4. The audio recording at the time was messed up, so I'm coming over here, I'm looking at this, I saw the middle, and I'm thinking, okay, no big deal, but when I noticed that it was more than one level deep, I thought that's a little bit odd, to say the very least. How deep is this thing? 3, 4 blocks, 5 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks, I think. That's kind of surprising to me, so I thought, well, it's kind of an odd shape for a obsidian block. Is there anything underneath it? Nope. Okay, whatever. In any case, here we are. Like I said, we're doing a commentary here because of previous recording issues, but that's all ironed out in the further episodes. Episode 5 should be fine, as well as other episodes. So just kind of looking at this and thinking about it and wondering why it is the way it is and all that kind of stuff. So we'd made a successful attempt to get into the one cave there. We got diamond armor, chest piece. We got some saplings. We got some more wood and coal and building materials. So we made lots of different types of lighting sources, mostly just made out of torches. But in any case, we're back into the adventure. So now that I see my little makeshift hut with wheat and stuff is growing, I decide I should probably light the place up to reduce the amount of spawning that's happening, because like I mentioned in earlier episodes, I think Vex really took time to be lighting it up in a way that, while it looks well lit up when you look overall at everything, there's enough spots here and there and everywhere that allow for mobs to spawn. The light level is low enough. And because I've gone around and basically was harvesting glowstone for a while, I only amplified that effect. So I've been working on lighting the area up a bit, and now I'm working on basically making our farm, our wheat farm, quite a bit, extending it with whatever materials I have. So I go and I get some dirt and I build that up a little bit. Because even though we have a wheat farm, we're still kind of dependent on bone meal and time, and we're only getting probably a couple pieces of bread out of it every so often, and so we're kind of tied down in that sense with food. So I decide here to expand our little farming operation. Now, what else is going on? What's new with us? Well, today I think what we're going to try to attempt is push into that other cavern, the one up top, and see what's up there, because, actually I don't know if we do that this episode. I think we do. We either push down deeper into the one area where we found the chest and the enchanting room and stuff like that, or we go up. I can't quite remember. It's a day or so after I played the game and I'm doing this recording, so forgive me for that. Please, please forgive me. Don't hold it against me. So, what's new? I've been thinking a little bit more. I don't know if you've been watching my Let's Play series of Minecraft, basically where I have my own survival series that I play along on, and I was exploring some caves in my first couple of episodes, and it came to me, this idea of a king creeper. King creeper. He's this kind of boss, and I was referencing to WoW and how dungeon systems work and stuff like that. And I still think it would be so cool to basically have a event or a place where somewhere on the map in the generated world, you know, there's rules. There's a distance, like for example, the first clue would be within, the first clue to the location of King Creeper would be possibly within the first, you know when you make a map and it starts in the center and you explore the map, I don't know what distance that is, like, you know, I don't know, like maybe it's 1,024 blocks by 1,024 blocks, who knows. But that there will be a ravine or a dungeon or something with a clue or one of the coordinate points to the King Creeper location or to the next clue. And to kind of have these clues or, you know, hints located randomly throughout a Minecraft map. And that will point you to a location where the actual dungeon or area where the King Creeper will be located is. And the whole thing about the King Creeper to me is similar, I guess, to the dragon in the end. Not in the fact that it ends the game, but it takes time, preparation, and consideration to go in there and basically kill this thing. You know, kill the King Creeper. You know, and I think there should be interesting storyline developed behind it as well. You know, a little bit of mythology and a little bit of the reason why creepers exist, and maybe, you know, all that kind of stuff and how he's tied into that and spawning and all that kind of stuff. Just going to interrupt my story because I think we get up here and I'm not sure if this is when we make our push. Oh, I just come to light it up maybe. I think, yeah, I just lit it up here. But a creeper goes off and blows up behind me, but that's okay. Because with the water there, I don't get too damaged from it. So this King Creeper character is literally... I saw on a post on a website somewhere about this giant zombie character. He's like a giant zombie, and he had a lot of hearts, and he did a lot of damage, and he was just this random spawning mob. But they ended up getting rid of it, and it wasn't in there for very long. But if you had something similar, a giant creeper, and the one with red eyes, the King Creeper would have to have like the red eyes, like that creepy looking one, like the Terminator. And so giant creeper, and it's like down deep into some kind of dungeon or something like that, and the way that it's worked, he's like, in some ways, it's almost like, I don't know if you've seen the Alien movies, like Aliens with Sigourney Weaver, but in the latest, one of the latest Alien movies, they basically find a pyramid in Antarctica where predators had trapped a queen alien, and basically used her to spawn eggs so that she could, or they could produce and control, basically, if you're a hunter, like game, considered game, and the predators would come and hunt the aliens. Now, same idea but the King Creeper. So he's trapped there, but he still is spawning and creating kind of creepers, but he can't, he's kind of been imprisoned there long ago by somebody, some hero maybe, or whatever kind of, you know, Steve's great uncle there, or whatever you want to call it. We're going to pause my story and we're going to go right back into the action of the game here. So I come up here to explore and light the place up. I want to know what's up in here. I'm assuming there's a mob spawner, so I kind of make a half of an access point, but so I can kind of chop away at people and not risk too much damage. And I just work on clearing away these people. Let the skeleton, of course, do my work for me. That's always the best bet. Lots of zombies, so I'm assuming that there is definitely a spawner up here, because there's just way too many zombies. Hack and slash our way through them. Kung Fu Panda! Kung Fu Panda. Yes, Kung Fu Panda, that's right. Oh, a little bit of a hallway, okay. What's this? What's this? Stone, tools, and food low. Now, I'm always suspicious of chests, again, because of my legendary experience. Oh, there's a spawner right there. Better light this place up a little bit more. Nothing down there, okay. Let's go back to that chest. Now, I have my suspicions. So I think at this point I'm thinking, should I even bother? What if I blow up and die and lose all this stuff? I'll just go and check it out anyways. Let's see what happens. I'll just be careful. I'll be ready to run if I need to. And I dig around it to basically weed out any traps and stuff like that, because that's how Vex works. In any case, back to the King Creeper. You can watch how I do this, and that I eventually come to the conclusion that there is nothing, no booby trap, and that there's actually stone tools and food. So, that's good. I'm okay with that. What's exactly in here? Alright. Got some food and tools. Nice. That's cool. Make some space. Take some stuff with me. So the King Creeper. So there's this storyline kind of, you know, behind it all, and you enter this like temple. Virtually. Not the Temple of Notch or anything like that, but maybe something similar where it's a puzzle, you know, and you got to figure it out. And you have to put, you know, items on pressure pads to open doors and connect redstone things and all these kinds of things. And maybe it's built out of obsidian to avoid people just kind of tunneling in, finding it, and messing with it. So it's like kind of like what a lot of maps people have made, have been making, but for the game of Minecraft. And so you kind of go through this temple, and there's traps, and there's a little bit of treasure, and this and that, and you make your way through. And as you get to the end, you come to this huge opening. And in the very, very back of the room, like this intense music comes on. And you see like the red eyes, and all of a sudden like torches become lit, and you know, you hear some creepy something, or you read a quick little story about what exactly is going on there, and then if you kill King Creeper, you can, I'm just exploring this area here, lighting it up, and then I kind of look in this corner, like there's a little bit more greenery than there is supposed to be, and there's there's an area in here. So let's explore this. Let's see what's going on here. All that kind of stuff. And as you have a decision to make. You can kill King Creeper and kind of put him out of his misery and make him pay for all of the damage he's done or whatever, stuff like that. And you'd get, like, I don't know, something awesome like 500 experience, like 500 levels of experience orbs, so you could go enchant the crap out of something. What is this? What is this? Oh, no. Intersection 1? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Blackened Library. What does that one say? Okay, let's go down here. Big room, okay. And then tons of vines. This is kind of creepy, like kind of nervous. Something could pop out at any second. Let's light this place up. What is this area? Victory Monument, maybe? Yeah, yes it is. Oh yes. Nice. Got lots of chests and signs around. Still nervous. Still hesitant about booby traps, so I wouldn't put it past Vex to put anything in here. What is this? What does it say? A nice view of a balcony. Dig that way. Okay. Alright. So I just explore the monument here and check in these crates, and I'll continue my creeper story here. The King Creeper story. So you have a choice. You put him out of his misery. You can get tons of experience, a cool temple, and all that kind of stuff. Or you can let him live and kind of manipulate him and use him. And I say that by meaning, like, it's not just a big giant creeper in some big room sitting there. It's almost like there's, because he's so like tall, like giant Godzilla style, there's levels, like floors. And there's a space between each floor, and you can see the various segments of him. And you almost have to, if you want to kill him, you have to go through each floor and do certain things, attack him, or get timing down right, and you know, do these kinds of attacks and stuff. But at the same time, because he's King Creeper, he automatically spawns creepers, like normal little creepers, like all the time. Like he's like a giant spawner as well as a giant creeper. And so every time you go to a floor, there's basically creepers spawning all the time, and you have to deal with it. So you need potions, you need speed potions, you need regeneration, you need strength, you need like wicked armor, like knockback reduction, all these kinds of things, because basically you're going to have creepers like blowing up all around you all the time. It's going to be super intense. So you can kill him, like I said, or you can, because he's such a great spawner, maybe there's a way to adapt and farm. I put in some music here for you guys. I thought you'd like that. The cat disc. There's a way to basically turn him into a mob farm or an XP farm. And all of the creepers that he spawns, you can either make them fall to their death and have a really good way to collect gunpowder, or, like I said, kill them, loot some treasure, you know, stuff like that, and be on your way. So that's kind of the more detailed version of my idea of this king creeper and what this looks like and what it feels like and kind of how it would work within the game. And I really think that Mojang, like Minecraft, is being developed very well, in my opinion. I think they've come a long way, and they are really adding new content, and it's really a community collaboration and all those kinds of things, and I think that's really cool. You know, but I think a little bit, other than just having the end and the dragon, which from what I've been able to tell is kind of a boring exercise in and of itself. I mean, it takes time and preparation to get there, and it's intense and all that kind of stuff. But I would really like to see some other kind of in-game storyline, plotline developments. And they don't have to be major, but have the opportunity there rather than having, you know, having to download all kinds of different creator maps. In any case, I'm running out of time, so thank you for listening to the show today. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Happy Minecrafting.